Welcome everyone. Today, we're diving into the charm of a vintage-inspired tiny house that beautifully captures the rustic country feel. This isn't just another small space, it's a home designed with nostalgia, warmth, and classic character. From the first glance, you'll notice how every detail reflects a timeless style, reminding us of cozy countryside living. Let's walk together from the exterior charm all the way to the interior beauty, exploring how this tiny house makes a big impression with its vintage soul. At first sight, the exterior immediately sets the tone for its rustic country appeal. With natural wood siding, aged textures, and muted earth tones, the home feels like it has been here for decades, blending seamlessly into its surroundings. White trimmed windows, weathered shutters, and a welcoming front porch create the perfect picture of nostalgia. The design feels authentic, not overly polished, which makes it so inviting. This house whispers stories of the past while offering modern comfort for the present. The front porch is one of the highlights, offering a space that feels like it belongs in a country postcard. It's large enough for a couple of rocking chairs, a rustic wooden bench, and even a few potted plants with herbs or flowers. The vintage-inspired lantern lighting completes the look, casting a warm glow in the evenings. The porch isn't just decorative, it's functional, providing a transition space where residents can relax, sip coffee, or greet neighbors. One of the most eye-catching features is the architectural detailing. From exposed beams and reclaimed wood finishes to wrought-iron accents on railings and window boxes, the design stays true to its rustic roots. Even the roof shingles carry a slightly weathered look, emphasizing the home's vintage soul. These small details come together to create an overall aesthetic that feels warm and lived in, without appearing old-fashioned. It's a delicate balance of charm and durability. Stepping inside, the front door itself is a statement. Often made of solid reclaimed wood with wrought-iron hardware, it feels sturdy and timeless. The entryway is kept simple but thoughtful, sometimes featuring a small coat rack, a rustic mirror, and woven baskets for shoes. Immediately, the atmosphere shifts from outdoors country charm to a cozy, vintage-inspired interior that feels both practical and welcoming. The living room sets the stage with its vintage farmhouse character. Neutral walls are paired with wooden trims, while furniture leans toward distressed finishes and plush fabrics. A small sofa with floral upholstery, a reclaimed wood coffee table, and shelves filled with books and knickknacks complete the look. Lighting is soft and warm, often from lantern-style fixtures or Edison bulbs. Despite the small footprint, the space feels open and comfortable, perfectly embodying a rustic country vibe. Everywhere you look, there are vintage treasures that add personality. Old clocks, framed black and white photos, and antique-style rugs create layers of charm. Even small details like lace doilies, ceramic vases, or brass candlesticks tell a story. The house doesn't feel cluttered, but it's full of character that reflects an appreciation for the past. These touches elevate the home from a simple tiny house to a nostalgic sanctuary. In many rustic country tiny homes, a fireplace or wood-burning stove is essential. This one features a small but efficient cast iron stove that provides both warmth and ambience. It's often tucked into a corner with a stone or brick backdrop, emphasizing the old-world aesthetic. A cozy armchair nearby creates the perfect reading nook, making this corner one of the most inviting parts of the home during colder months. Moving toward the kitchen, you immediately notice how the space blends functionality with rustic elegance. The kitchen is compact yet well-designed, offering everything you need without excess. The layout usually maximizes counter space while keeping things visually charming. The transition from living room to kitchen feels seamless, maintaining the same warm tones and vintage personality throughout. The kitchen is a star feature with open shelving, farmhouse sinks, and wooden countertops. Cabinets often carry distressed paint finishes in soft pastels like sage, cream, or powder blue. Copper pots hang overhead, while mason jars and ceramic containers line the shelves. Every item feels purposeful yet decorative, contributing to the rustic atmosphere. Cooking here feels less like a chore and more like an experience rooted in tradition. A small dining nook is incorporated with clever use of space. Often, a built-in bench with plaid or floral cushions accompanies a solid wood table. This spot becomes a gathering place, not just for meals but for conversation, crafts, or morning coffee. Windows nearby bring in natural light, creating a cheerful and welcoming environment that enhances the rustic character of the home. What makes this tiny house stand out is how storage is integrated without breaking the vintage theme. Wooden trunks double as coffee tables, shelves are built into walls, and hooks hold everyday items like mugs or coats. Instead of modern cabinets, reclaimed crates or wicker baskets are often used, keeping everything practical yet consistent with the rustic country aesthetic. If the tiny house has a loft, the stairway or ladder design becomes another opportunity for rustic flair. Wooden stairs with built-in drawers or a sturdy ladder crafted from reclaimed timber both fit the theme perfectly. The detailing feels intentional, not an afterthought, and adds to the cozy, cottage-like feel of the space. Upstairs, the loft bedroom provides a quiet and cozy retreat. Low ceilings and wood-paneled walls enhance the snug atmosphere. A vintage iron bed frame, layered quilts, and soft lighting create the feeling of a countryside cabin. Though compact, the space feels deeply personal, like a warm embrace at the end of the day. The loft perfectly captures the essence of rustic simplicity paired with timeless beauty. For layouts with a main-level bedroom, the design stays equally charming. The room may include antique-style dressers, vintage lamps, and embroidered linens, all echoing the home's vintage aesthetic. The size might be modest, but careful styling ensures it feels both restful and stylish. The bedroom is a place where rustic coziness meets practical comfort, making it a highlight of the home. The bathroom, though small, carries incredible charm. Features often include a clawfoot tub or basin sink, classic subway tiles, and antique-style faucets. Storage may be woven baskets under the sink or a small wooden cabinet. Even in this compact space, vintage details shine, whether it's a framed mirror, floral curtains, or retro lighting. The bathroom doesn't feel like an afterthought but rather an extension of the home's country charm. Another strength of this tiny house is the emphasis on natural light. Large windows, skylights, and glass doors allow sunshine to flood the home, making every vintage detail glow. The play of light on wood tones and rustic decor creates a cozy yet airy feel. It proves that even a small space can feel expansive when thoughtfully designed with light in mind. Beyond the walls, outdoor living plays a big role in completing the rustic lifestyle. A small garden, wooden deck, or patio extends the living space, encouraging time spent outdoors. Whether it's hanging laundry on a vintage clothesline, growing herbs in clay pots, or enjoying dinner under string lights, the outdoor area enhances the overall country living experience. What truly makes this tiny house special is the atmosphere it creates. It isn't just about design, it's about how it makes you feel. The rustic charm brings comfort, the vintage details spark nostalgia, and the cozy layout fosters connection. It's more than a house, it's a lifestyle that values simplicity, warmth, and timeless beauty. As we've seen today, this charming vintage tiny house captures the essence of rustic country living in every corner, from its storybook exterior to its carefully curated interior. Every feature, whether functional or decorative, tells a story rooted in tradition and comfort. It proves that small living doesn't mean sacrificing beauty, character, or heart. Instead, it's about crafting a home that feels personal, cozy, and timeless. This is tiny living at its most enchanting.